What's up, everybody? I'm back, and it's been a little while since I've done a MARCIN song because I'm kind of running out. But I wanted to do this one. I have actually heard of this one before, but it's been a while. We're doing "KASHMIR" on one guitar by Led Zeppelin, I take it. My parents were not into like classic rock, so I didn't grow up with Led Zeppelin or Deep Purple or Judas Priest or anything like that. So I have very little exposure to Led Zeppelin. I know that Jimmy Page is an amazing guitarist, but like I did not grow up listening to them, and I never have gotten into them. So this is pretty much just me hearing MARCIN play a song. All right. Before I get into it, two things. I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guitar coach. I'm not a professional touring musician or anything like that. I'm just a guy who likes music. All right. I do my best over here. And I know a few things about music and music theory. If you're looking for an expert, they're out there. Part two, please don't be a dick. You know, this song may not be for you. I may not be for you. You may not like my opinion. These things are all fine. But I would request that you be thoughtful in your comments, because I try to be really thoughtful in my reviews and respectful. So, with that out of the way, all my disclaimers have been spoken. Let's get into it. This is "KASHMIR" on one guitar by MARCIN. PATRZALEK. So he's so goddamn good. uh it like sometimes it seems like there's three hands in there, right? He's doing so many things. Um just doing this, that's hard enough. just to keep the tempo, keep the rhythm with your one hand on the body of the guitar. All right, keeping the tempo. That's hard enough. Then you're moving your left hand all around. He's doing huge chords where he's reaching 5 or 6 frets. I have really big hands, so it's not so hard for me. But I mean, we're talking about really huge reaches that he is putting in that intro. And then he is speed tapping, like snare, right? Snare rolls on the body of the guitar while he's picking. Everything's fine. But he's strumming and hitting the body, and he's doing a lot in the left hand. He's keeping the rhythm while he's like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Speed picking. There's a term for it. Tremolo picking. Anyway, he's keeping the rhythm and rapidly picking a couple different strings at the top. So hard. So hard to do. The precision with which he's making those runs is phenomenal. And the clarity, right? That's the other thing, especially on an acoustic, because it is harder to get a clean tone off an acoustic guitar. And I'm sure he's using really nice strings and it's a nice guitar, but it's still a lot harder to get clean tones off an acoustic because you have to apply a lot more pressure, right? On an electric guitar, you don't have to hammer the strings down a whole lot, especially if you got it amplified really well, because the vibrations will send the signal to the pickups. On an acoustic, you've really got to get that string down when you hit it. Otherwise, you'll get this kind of clunky, buzzy sound. He's phenomenal at that. And then the dives, right? Al Lip does something that's similar to this, where Al Lip, bring back the guitar, he will play, and because he's playing an acoustic and doesn't have a whammy bar, when he wants to do dives, he will play up here. I don't know if that's picking up at all, but basically he'll hit the string and then dive it up here because he doesn't have a whammy. And MARCIN did something similar where he would down tune the string, right? He'd hit the open chord and then down tune that bottom E string and then back up. That's very cool, and you've got to be precise because if you don't turn it back the right amount, then your guitar's out of tune. Now, like I said, I have no real exposure to Led Zeppelin. I never really have listened to them. I know this riff. I mean, everybody knows the riff. Da-na-na, 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 right? Everybody knows that. I didn't know it was Led Zeppelin. That pretty good guitarist, that Jimmy Page. But MARCIN on an acoustic, phenomenal. He's only 20. He's not even out of college yet. It'll be so interesting to see what he does in the future, what projects he gets involved in, where he decides to focus his talents. That's what I'm really excited to see, right? Where is he going to go? I want to see MARCIN and Polyphia collaborate. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because I know he's willing to listen to like heavier stuff, right? Listen to some metal. Yeah, man, he's really good. I don't know what else to say. Polish people are proud of him, and rightfully so. For all my Polish friends, thank you for watching. He is a blessing. You guys should be very proud of him. I would say he's a prodigy, and he is likely to compose some very, very cool pieces that will be very difficult for anybody else to learn. Yeah, have a good day, everybody. Stay safe out there. Give me a like and a subscribe if you're so inclined. It helps me out, makes me feel good, makes me feel like the people are watching these videos. Have a good day out there. Drink lots of water. All right, drink more water than you do because you're almost certainly not drinking enough. And be nice to each other.